Hello, hello. Welcome back to Valpo Esports. Today we are back with Smash Brothers with our GLEC conference, which is
Yes.
actually our last game of the
Oh,
GLEC conference playoffs in person.
I
I
see.
just went like 4 steps ahead of myself in my brain. I'm tired.
I can tell.
So this is our last game before in-person playoffs, is what I meant to say. I just kind of
Okay.
skipped a few words.
Yes.
Yes. So currently we are sitting at, I believe we are 7-2,
7-2. That sounds about right.
6-2.
6 and
Okay.
2.
Yeah, we're 6-2, and I believe Alma is 6-1. Yeah. But yeah, Alma is our opponent today, as you guys can see. Yeah, this is the last game of the season until in-person playoffs, if we do make it. And I believe if we win here, I think we're like all but guaranteed a spot in person. I'm pretty sure.
Probably.
I'm pretty sure. But if we don't win it, I don't think it's guaranteed.
I don't think
Um,
it's guaranteed, but it's high. It seems highly likely.
it's possible, but it's not guaranteed.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm Era J, also known as Aubrey.
Scooch. There we go. Now we're in like the center. Now you went
There.
too far.
Now I'm way too far. Oh my gosh.
Professional stream, by the way. All right. Anyway.
Are you gonna introduce yourself, or
Where's
do you
the fun
just
in that?
assume everyone knows you?
No, where's the fun in that?
He's a mystery, apparently.
Yeah, I'm
You'll
an
never
enigma.
know who he is.
Yep.
So we're doing.
Mysterious man.
Oh my gosh.
No, I'm CQ9. I'm the pit player, which is actually really good here because Alma is known to have a dark pit. I believe the only other pit in GLEC conference besides me.
So are we gonna see some duo pit action?
Probably not,
Unfortunate.
but it's definitely possible. Alex has actually talked to me a lot. Oh, well, convenient timing.
Very convenient.
He even plays my ult. He stole it. That's really neat. We need a ditto for the ult. I want the white ult. We need a ditto for it.
You're gonna ditto for that. You're mad that he took your color.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, I've talked with Alex a lot about this because, of course, and we play a lot. Alex and I play a lot, and he's actually talked about how he's lost to this pit before, solely because he plays me so much that he just expects him to do my options, and he just doesn't.
Yeah, you'd make some interesting choices sometimes. But regardless,
Yeah.
Alex has a good, not a good percentage lead for going in straight into it.
Yeah, Alex is definitely showing his experience. No matter whether he's making my decisions or not, it's still the same character at the end of the day.
Yes.
So he's making a lot of good decisions here, a lot of good call-outs for what Pitt wants.
Mhm.
Oh, I felt
It's-
that. So a lot of good call-outs, getting a lot of damage here.
Mhm.
Now onto the ledge trap. Now we'll see if this Pit is as experienced in Link ledge trapping as I am, because dang is it annoying. Oh, he's dead. Nice.
That is death. Yes, that is correct. Very death.
Yep. This Pit just trying to get an opening, and Alex just not giving it to him. Alex
Yeah.
has had so much experience of avoiding Pit starters. I've had to get really creative in how I found my starters, just because of Alex.
Hey, that's good. Makes him
It is
very
good.
experienced
Oh
for
my
the
god,
fight.
he almost killed him. My god. Kalos platform's actually saving the Pit from Alex's down air there. He got the boomerang down air that he's been trying to get better at getting,
Mhm.
and he finally got it. And then Kalos said, "No."
Alex is like, I do not want to play the video game today, so we're going to go quick with this match.
And hey, it looks like he's doing a good job of it. Only taking 90% and already 2 stocks down on the Pit.
We might see a 3-stock depending on how well he plays his next game.
I would love to see a 3 stock, and it's definitely possible.
Yes. And then you don't get to roast him later for taking a stock.
Yeah. Well, don't get back here there. That's makes it a little harder to 3 stock. You dead? Yes.
Yes. Unfortunate.
Yeah, definitely unfortunate, but still, again, with such a good lead.
Yes. We are
Can't
going
be dropping those.
We are still in a good lead regardless of how good the matchup is. if he takes 3 stocks without losing another, he's still in a very good place for continuing the rest of the match.
Yep. The main thing that has frightened us about Alma, I believe, is the Ken player. We actually got...
Oh my... Okay.
You know what? Respect. The trade happened and he matched down air. I respect it. That was not a true combo. Alex, what are you doing?
I mean, if you're off ledge, sometimes down air is just the best decision. And you're gonna trade, of course.
Yeah, I mean, they traded, they both got sent up, and the pit said, I don't know what's happening, I just want you dead. And I respect it.
We are still close. This is bringing it to a much closer fight.
Yeah, that down air trade there made this a lot closer. Made Alex's lead a whole lot smaller, but still has a lead, definitely doing well, but has to be a lot more careful now.
Very close. Pit is definitely in kill range, whereas Link still got a little bit longer to go.
Yeah, Link still has a little bit longer to go, especially on Kalos. Yep, he's dead.
That's it.
Actually, he could have lived there if his DI was a little better, but yeah. There, Link is pretty difficult to kill there, especially on Kalos. You need to get like the correct setup into probably an S smash. You've got the only thing to kill, unless you get like a good drag down combo into the platform, get a down smash. But other than that, not much of a kill.
And Link's up B is just crazy.
Yeah, Link up B has a lot of kill power. There, I think he could have lived if he DI'd a little bit better, but it's hard to react to that on Wi-Fi especially, so.
We love Wi-Fi.
I hate Wi-Fi so much. Alex did lose 2 stocks. He has such a good lead. 2 stocks up, hadn't lost 1. Then lost the 1 and then got down aired at really low percent, which, you know, that was a good scramble from the pit, being able to win that trade. Difficult to do. Takes good reactions to do that. Or he was just mashing down air. We'll never know. But either way, it worked out.
Yes. Who are we expecting Alma to bring in this time, though?
So gonna be honest, I don't. That's the cat.
I guess you were expecting
I'm really good at this.
No Ken.
I'm really good at this. I don't know what you mean.
Why is okay?
I don't know. He
is vibing, I guess.
He's doing Ken things.
Yes.
Yeah. This was the fighter from Alma that we were most worried about, but what they may or may not know is that yesterday, actually, no, not yesterday, Thursday, Josh, being the social wizard that he is, managed to find 4 different Ken mains just off the freaking street or something, and got them all into an arena at different times, so we just got practice against like 4 really good Kens. I don't know how he did it.
Oh
but he sure did.
And there's there's a stock against Ken.
And obviously that practice has been paying off, so Alex managing to get an extra stock off, so no matter what, Alex has already gone positive.
And still, he's only at he was only at 54%, but 81%.
He's 1 combo off of it.
Yes. 1 good combo and Ken will kill him. But right now, as long as he avoids anything, he's pretty good right now.
Yeah, gonna have to be careful. You're dead.
That's death.
Yep. Ken has true combos to bring you from 0 to 60, 70 range, and then he has true combos to take you from 60, 70 range to death. It's really fun. So you get 2 whole interactions, which, to be fair, is 1 more loss than you get with Kazuya.
Yes. Hey, we're still up a stock, so who cares?
Yep, Alex doing his job, going positive. Very good showing. But now we have already seen that it is the Ken, so now we can counterpick our best options here, and this was the fighter we were most scared of. So being able to take him out early is going to be really good for us. But before you ask, I don't know who the last character is. Not because I don't pay attention, but because Alma has shown to throw out a lot of different characters. They're not super consistent with their roster, kind of like we are, but where we can throw out different characters. So I don't know what that last character is. Not because I don't pay attention this time. Rare occurrence.
This is a rare occurrence, but do you want to take another stab at who we're throwing in?
Oh, I know who we're throwing in, because I know the plan.
That's fair. That is very fair. You do understand the plan.
Yes.
But
Yeah, no, I know who it is not going to be, and judging on how I'm not getting summoned from the depths of Tatardus to go play, I know who the plan is. I can kind of process of elimination that one.
that is a process of elimination.
Yeah, but it is concurrent with the plan that we cooked up beforehand, so.
But going into this, I'm trying to guess who this character is because obviously I'm not involved in the plan. I'm not on the team. I am going into.
Who do you think we're gonna throw in against Ken? A close range combo character.
Somebody whose name starts with a J.
Perhaps. Yeah, we're throwing in Jade.
Yes, we're throwing in another Link.
Yes, we're throwing in Jaden's K rule if you heard.
No, it's a Link.
K rule picked.
They don't know that. We could have just said it was Link. They wouldn't know the
No,
difference.
it's actually Min Min. Hear me out.
Hear us out.
No, but as per the plan that we cooked up beforehand, we are actually throwing in Josh against the Ken, which might seem slightly counterintuitive, but against the practice of all the really good Kens that we had, Josh was doing easily the best. He was doing really well. And online does do good things for K Rool. So, Josh hoping to show what that practice has taught him, and hopefully it's enough.
As K Rool has a lot of combo starters and a lot of far range options with the cannon, crown throw, etc. Unfortunately, getting stun locked there.
Yeah, getting jab locked there, but ton of percent. Well, he's K Rool. He is the second heaviest character in this game, so he's going to survive that. But did take a lot of damage. The next solid hit from Ken will probably be the stock.
Unfortunately.
I like that attempt. I love how Josh plays sometimes. He just sees people at literally who cares percent and wants them dead.
That's dead. Yeah. But we still have that. We still have a lead. So as long as he can take 2 stocks, we'll be in a good place.
That's a lot of damage.
That is a lot of damage. I think he's finally getting into his game here a little bit more. Starting at the Bing. Yep, that is death.
Very nice. Yep, Josh showing that this practice against all the Kens did actually teach him something.
And going into this, even if he loses another stock, he's still in a good position for whatever happens next.
Oh my god.
That was an interesting trade.
Yeah, but oh, good shield. Glad he didn't fully charge that because fully charged focus does hit through shield. You're dead.
Yep.
Love K Rool Nair.
That was fun.
I love K Rool Nair when I'm rooting for it, but when I'm playing against it, I hate it.
Just be like, hi, here's my counter.
Yeah, able to use that belly armor to go through the Ken side B, just clang right through it. Give him that little love tap that he needed to perish.
Yes.
Only losing 1 stock, but taking the next 2 from the Ken, so already on to Alma's last player, and we still have 2 stocks on our second.
You know, we should just, for the fun of it, you should just bet on who is going to be thrown in.
They've had a lot of characters this year, and I don't even remember all of them. I just know they have a wide roster, so I just kind of figured it wasn't worth remembering. Out of the blue, I'm gonna guess Mewtwo.
Interesting.
For no real reason.
I mean, Mewtwo does have a fair amount of, like, far away attacks from what I remember.
Yeah, Mewtwo's a mid-range fighter, yeah.
Yeah, we rarely see Mewtwo's in comp.
That's because he's not very good. Tail hitbox go for.
Unfortunate, but it's still crazy how, like, so many people are like, Mewtwo for the last game. You know? I don't know.
Yeah, Mewtwo's a bit of a funky one because sometimes you just get hit by crap because his tail, despite him using it for attacks, does actually have a hurt box. Well, I didn't mention this character earlier.
You're going 0 for 3.
Min. Hey, I got the Ken and Pit, just in the wrong order. But, Min on Smashville. Ew. I like that. It's definitely not the worst stage, though.
No.
it is not the worst stage to play against Min Min, but with such a small stage, it means that her arms are going to cover even more of it.
Mhm.
But if you see there, like her F tilt literally covers half the stage.
Yeah. Josh is going to want to take as many stocks as he can because it will be very unfortunate for Chris going into the next fight if he doesn't.
Yeah, Chris does not like fighting Min Min at all because, he plays Captain Falcon, and Captain Falcon likes to be close to his opponent, and Min Min says, no.
Yeah, there's very few far range characters that I feel like.
Yeah, that hit. I hate Ram.
Unfortunately, Josh is taking a lot of damage right now going into
The
this fight.
skills. No.
Still haven't taken any more damage on that Min Min. Barely missing that attack.
Thing is, with heavies like this, percent doesn't matter until you lose the stock. But did lose the stock there, didn't get too much percent, but this is not a pleasurable matchup for K. Rool.
Mhm. That makes me question on who we might throw into the future.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but just trying to take one, because even taking one here is just good. Just take one stock. That's all you
Nice
need.
counter.
Oh my god!
That is death!
Holy crap!
Says the person who is saying, only take one, that's all we need.
And then he just did it.
Josh has decided, hey, so I don't want to lose anymore.
Yeah. But so with that one stock, Josh has basically already done his job here. He's made it so even if he loses this stock here without getting another one, the next person to go in, whoever it is, already. Oh, he has no jump here. Oh, I managed to make it back. This might be dead. Man, this is not going for. Well, that works. Yeah.
The question is, who we might throw in. Because
I'm gonna have to watch the.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah. I think the options here are either Chris's Wolf or me.
Because Captain Falcon for this opponent is not the best choice.
Yeah, sorry, I keep just watching. I mean, is that a low battery for a Pro Controller? Oh no.
Oh no, it's dying. But yeah, Captain Falcon does not want to go against Min Min. In any world.
I mean, to be fair, not very many people do. It's just some characters do better than others.
Well, yes.
Yeah, just.
But Captain Falcon is in one of the worst positions.
Yeah.
Have you gotten summoned?
No.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah.
Has he been? I feel like if you got summoned, we would see a Chris.
Yeah, I feel like we'd see someone by now. Yeah, sorry. Sorry if it looks funky that I just keep turning. I'm just trying to watch the door, see if I'm getting called to play. But
we'll see. I would love to get some Chris on the mic action today.
My guess is, since I haven't been called already, my guess is Chris's Wolf?
But the thing is, they haven't even moved off, so
they're probably deliberating over there.
Yeah, it's.
I think the option is Chris's Wolf, me, or technically Fitz.
Oh, Fitz is here.
But I don't know how good Pac-Man would be against Min Min. I don't think in my mind's eye, it's not that good of a matchup.
Yeah, from what I've seen of Pac-Man, I don't think it would be the best choice either. I feel like there's a few things that are like that, but not that many.
Okay, well, judging on how the screen is moving and I'm still in this room, it is not going to be me. So. I don't have to play the game.
Oh. Oh.
Make sure you're sure about this decision. Take your time. Think about it. I'm fine with this decision as long as you've thought about it.
I mean, Chris has done crazier things.
Yeah. Okay. Let him cook, I guess. I'm not sure I 100% agree with the decision here. As you guys will see, Chris is going his Captain Falcon. As long as he's sure, I mean, he's gonna know his character better than I will.
Yes.
So as long as he is confident in his decision, um, let him cook. I just feel like maybe Wolf would have been better in this situation, but Chris's Captain Falcon is definitely better than his Wolf. So, we'll see what he can make do. And it looks like he's making do. Almost got the stock. But the fact that he didn't get that stock there and now has to reset to neutral against Min Min is actually going to make this really rough.
Yeah. In the advantage state, Captain Falcon is going to be probably a lot better than Wolf. But in the neutral state, Captain Falcon is going to be in a significantly worse position.
Yeah, I guess Captain Falcon isn't as bad as a decision as I initially thought, because Min Min really doesn't like that approaching from a 45-degree angle above her.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't have too many options for that. She has to hard call it out, pretty much. And Falcon can approach from that angle pretty well with Nair, so it's not as bad as it could have been. And also, this Min Min, I think specifically, is allowing Chris to get away with a little more than he would normally. Because of what I wanted to point out against Josh, whenever this Min Min has their opponent off stage, they like to go for the two frames instead of throwing out an arm to try to cover their option, especially with the Dragon Arm beam. She's just not really throwing it out, which is allowing people to get back to stage a lot more free than they should. He almost killed her.
That was almost death.
That was almost the stock.
That was almost
Min Min
the game.
F-Smash, use the Blade Beam. Didn't do it. See, this is actually good for us because that is really difficult for Captain Falcon to get around, and the fact that they're not doing that allows us to abuse that a little more. And Chris, that
good
didn't
DI.
kill. Okay.
And that was just good DI, I guess.
Yeah. I guess it is only 100%, but that should kill.
That is the game.
So, Chris, you know what? You were confident in your decision. You proved me wrong. Very nice.
Didn't even lose a stock.
Did not.
And I also heard a giant scream from the other room.
And you know what? Deserved. He was at 133 against a Min Min as Falcon, and he didn't lose a stock. You know what? I think that's deserved, personally. Because as I was talking about, that's a really difficult thing to get around with Min Min. Like, Captain Falcon could just die at like 12% if they get back thrown at the ledge, because of that Dragon Arm with the beam covers so much distance. So much horizontal distance, and also just so much space in general. It covers so much that it's really difficult for Captain Falcon to get around. But that Min Min just wasn't doing it. She just decided, nah, you get back to you get to go to stage. We don't edge out here.
Yeah.
This is homie setup.
So, who we're sending in is somebody who I expected immediately.
Yeah, I'm not terribly surprised here.
But the question is who they are sending in. Would you like to take another guess?
So I think, well, I can take a guess of what they're thinking.
Okay.
Because Josh, we had decided earlier, was going to be our default Ken counter. Although in the practice against all the Kens, like all of us did really well, but Josh did the best. So I think they're thinking that that they're going to lead the Ken instead of the Pit first. But I think they're knowing that if they don't and they play the Ken later, we'll still be okay. Yeah. Because we all did fine. So I think that they think that Alma thinks that they should throw in the Ken first.
Interesting.
So I think they're at least expecting the Ken with the Josh thrown in first, but if it's not the Ken first, I think we should still be okay.
Personally, the Ken first is interesting, and I definitely agree that's probably the most likely situation. But I feel like throwing in Min Min could have also been, because two of our fighters didn't play. Well, one of our fighters hasn't played Min Min, but the other one, even though struggled at the beginning, and if he doesn't get that solid ground like he did the last time, that kind of sets him for a bad position.
Yeah, you do bring up a good point that I actually didn't think about. I was mainly thinking that they were going to anchor the Min Min, but honestly, I don't really think they should do that. I think they should anchor the Ken. The Ken has, at least in history, has been shown to be their strongest player. So if they lead, if we think about this, if they lead the Ken and we lead Chris, that's really bad for us.
Yes.
Like, Chris did fine against the Kens, but Captain Falcon Ken is just really rough. Chris could do okay against the other ones. If we throw in Alex, they throw out the pit, he showed that he can do fine. They throw out the Ken, he showed that he could do okay. They throw out the Min, that is one of Link's worst matchups in the game.
Yes.
So I think that throwing in Josh at the first time actually covers the most amount, that he's the most neutral. So I think you actually brought up a really good point there.
Yeah.
But it seems like they're changing their decision.
Interesting.
Go back. They did lead the Ken.
So,
It's not terrible.
not terrible.
Alex did fine against the Kens, and it's definitely not the worst character they could have thrown out. They could have thrown out the Min versus Alex.
Yes.
That would have been hell. But,
It would have been way worse if they threw out the Min like I was expecting, but leading into this, Link has some very good options because Link can still keep him at a distance while getting in when he needs to, and then escaping, requiring Ken to do a lot more approaching.
oh, nice roll. Just Alex trying to get his setups, getting a lot of damage here, but the thing is, this damage lead is one Ken combo.
Yes.
That's the scary part.
Going into this, he has taken a lot of percent. Not quite kill percent though, but very close to it. And there's the Ken combo.
Yeah, not quite kill percent unless you get the just right setup. Pretty much. Why did that bot get killed? Somebody threw it. It should have been his projectile. Okay, anyway. This game is in beta.
Still at like 103%. Playing very good neutral here, and there's a boomerang.
Playing very reserved because Alex knows that if this Ken gets one opening, he might just die like this.
Yep.
And was just trying not to give it to him. But the Ken knew it, trying to play patient. Didn't fully charge the focus.
Yeah, interesting choice there, but...
Yeah, could have gotten a lot more damage. That's not a multi-hit, bud. You know, that was the best case scenario. He dropped his combo. You know what? We take those.
That is a play. Alex still taking a lot of damage. Yep.
Yep, you panic air dodged against Ken.
Bad position for Alex here, though he is a kill place.
Okay. You know, we like stocks we don't have to take. Alright, this should be, okay, well, it wasn't 70. I guess I was wrong.
Interesting case
Kill him!
scenario.
Die! Yes! He has no jump. Kill him. End him. No!
And Alex got...
Stop panic air dodging in! Stop it! This is like the third time you've done it. And you're dead. Oh, what DI.
Good DI. Very good DI.
You were dead to the next interaction, though, is the thing.
Yes. Which means he has to be extra careful.
And you're dead.
You're dead.
Yep.
Well, there was one stock, and like you were saying, this is not the worst option. But
Yeah.
this is in a bad position for us.
Yeah.
I think I know who we're leading in.
Me too.
This is... I don't remember if GLEC has a delay or not.
For what?
For streaming.
Oh, I mean, Smash just in general isn't required to put a delay, but I think we do anyway, just so it's already set up for our other streams.
Fair enough.
But
I just worry about saying who we're throwing in case, you know.
I don't really worry about it, because, like, at some point, you know, if you're going to go into our chat and give us more views and interaction, you know what? You earned it. That's a lot of effort.
You're just like, socialization? That's effort.
Hey, farm those views, you know? But, I mean, it's not really going to matter, especially because they've probably already banned stages. And that's really the biggest part, because they're already locked into playing Ken, so we know what they're playing. The only changing factor there is the stage picks. And stage picks for Ken specifically, they pretty much... Ken, if I'm correct, which I'm pretty sure is how Ken generally bans, is they more so ban bad Ken stages more so than banning good opponent stages. So they would care more about banning Ken's bad stages, so they don't really care all that much about who we'd send them.
Is there any overlap between these two characters?
Against Ken and K-Roll?
Yes.
Both their names start with K.
Okay.
I mean, it is overlap, you asked.
That is overlap. I meant stage overlap. But
Stage
okay.
overlap. Both of them don't mind Town and City, which is where we went to. I think, honestly, Josh might benefit from Town and City a bit more. Ken really likes it, but Ken also generally kills off the top a little bit more than the sides, which K-Roll can kill off the sides easier. So it's definitely a stage that benefits both. It's kind of just whoever can use it better at this point.
Josh doing really well. Already taking a lot of damage.
Got hit with the cannonball. This is probably dead here. Nice focus.
Unfortunately, getting hit
And
by...
you're dead.
That is death.
Clap, clap your hands.
Taking one stock, barely taking any percent. But again, against Ken with a lot of combos, you're kind of in a bad spot if you take any damage.
Yeah, but as long as it's... With heavies, as I said before, all that matters is the stock. Percent doesn't really matter. All percent changes is your combo rats. That's really it.
So, going into this, Josh does have a lot of percent, but he's still a little bit away from a kill percent.
Yeah, unless he gets hit by a Ken combo into Shoryu, he should probably be okay. But a lot of shield damage here. Gonna have to back off a little bit, which K-Roll can definitely do. He has options for when he needs to back off. So Josh trying to make use of those. Almost killed him. Alright, dead. Almost actually lived.
That
but,
was very close.
yeah, did steal the stock away. You know what? At 140, that's fine.
That is fun.
You didn't die early. You're a heavy. You made use of your stock, and you took one of his. Got some extra credit. That's perfectly fine.
Still at 65% damage. We're looking at trying to find different ways, but this Ken definitely knows that Josh is the one that has to kind of approach here.
I like how Josh is trying to make use of these platforms. He's just trying to platform camp the camp, doesn't want to interact with them at all, which is absolutely what he should be doing. You can't do that against K-Roll, bud. That's not how that works.
I mean, apparently it worked somehow.
Kill him.
We love stage geometry.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't charge down smash like that against K-Roll. The propeller pack hitbox does hit there. It's really annoying.
Still looking very interesting neutral with no characters really wanting to approach. And Ken deciding that K-Roll has to approach him first.
Yeah. Yeah.
That did happen.
That's a combo. Alright, don't drop this like you did against Alex. 77? Yeah, that's a Ken combo. Okay, you almost died.
This is
Ken.
This is a rough location for Josh. If he can, we've seen crazier things from Chris and you and other people.
Dang.
Ooh.
Josh really needed to take that stock.
That is unfortunate.
Josh needed that stock. If he took that stock, he could have gotten so much more, and it would have made it so much easier for whoever we're throwing him, which I'm assuming is going to be Chris.
Yep.
Yeah, Josh really needed that stock.
We'll see what's going on here, but let's be honest. You've done crazy things. Chris has done crazy things. Fitz has done crazy things.
It's not impossible.
No.
We've seen it before. It is just not easy.
No.
Especially against their character pool. Hit with the characters we have left, they do actually kind of have to play the game. Which, looking at the current meta, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is an L.
The constant meta of Super Smash Bros.
Yeah. But then that Min behind, just one cheese stock means so much in this. And
I think I know where we're throwing in.
yeah, this is such a rough spot. Like, Josh really needed to take that one stock.
Yeah. Looking at this, Interesting choice, but not a bad choice at all. So.
Yeah, in this kind of situation, you can't really worry about matchups too much. You just have to pick your strongest and hope for the best.
So,
This
but
is a really rough position for them.
but regardless on where this match goes, we still have another fight after this, even if they do win.
Yep.
So, still in a good position regardless.
Yep, if we do lose this, we do go to a round 3, so not the worst, but definitely not great. We definitely wanted to end this in a 2-0 fashion. Perhaps increase our seed in person if we would win. So not the best case, but you take what you get. And Chris is gonna have to take all that he can get here. This is gonna be a difficult ask.
Yes,
but
very difficult.
He's done it before.
He has done crazy things. Taking lots of damage, going in a Ken combo.
Yep. Now all you need is the stock. Just any stock you lose, especially this early on in this gauntlet here, is gonna be real rough. Nice call out. Everything matters so much here.
Going in, but he has focus. Tried to use focus in the air, not working out because he called it.
Oh my god.
Good DI from Chris there.
I like the use of the up B there, because up B will go through focus because it's a grab. But you gotta be careful about throwing it out here, Chris. I like the attempt. Just be careful. Alright, you're dead.
No!
Didn't shore you. Oh my god. Everything matters so much. Kill him. Oh, what attack! He needed that stock here, though. Like, he needed that stock. Now he has to reset neutral against Ken. Has to be close to his opponent. He's
At
dead.
163%.
Yep, he's dead.
Insane.
That's really bad.
It is bad.
I swear, if you take this stock at 0% and continue the freaking trend, okay. If you continued that trend, I would have been so mad. Shouldn't have mattered. It was a multi-hit. It would have gone through focus.
Very close, 161%.
I like the up B. I like that. It looks scrubby, but he has been landing with focus a lot, and the grab goes through focus. So it was actually a really good up B, but that down B, Falcon kick managed to take it. Did lose one though. That's rough. That makes this next gauntlet so much harder. Because Pit can try to edgeguard him, and then min-min.
But let's remember, Chris has a lot of experience against Pit. So
Yeah.
the question is if they're going to try and throw out the mid-min again, which maybe
Honestly, they should.
they probably should.
Throw out the min-min now, cheese off as much as you can off of Chris. If you win, you win. If you don't, try to take at least one stock, make it so the Pit only has to take one. That's probably their best play here.
Because
Just because min-min's the most volatile. Throw in the min-min now, anchor your most consistent. Although I will say, as you mentioned, Chris has a lot of experience against Pit, and honestly, I am the better Pit. I'm sorry, I just am.
subtle brag.
Hey, there are 2 whole Pits in the entire conference, so one of us has to be the better one, by definition. But
Well, yes. But also, you kind of don't need to say that.
but I did. But
I mean,
Chris does have decent amount of experience, but the thing is, it's Captain Falcon. The Pit only really needs one edgeguard, and that's massive.
Yep.
So I would say throw in your min-min now. Try to cheese off as much as you can. And
But-
the best part is, if they are listening, they don't know whether I'm... Okay! Take it back now, y'all. Why
what
not?
hopped this top this time? What hopped this time?
2 stocks this time. Pichu! Well, we don't see this character very often, mostly because they're not very good. But, you know, it is actually surprisingly difficult for Captain Falcon to deal with Pichu. He's really small. Although, fun fact, he's actually a bigger hurtbox than Pikachu, because, sure. but he's really hard to hit. Just small characters in general are difficult for Captain Falcon to deal with. Has to be really precise in his aerials, and Pichu does have a lot of combos and really high damage output just because he's a glass cannon self-harming character. He deals so much damage.
But one good combo for Chris is probably honestly going to take this for Pichu. So this Pichu has to be very careful with their choices.
Yep, Pichu is the lightest character in the entire game. So while it is really hard to hit him, it does not take much to kill him. That down tilt would have killed.
Yes.
And that's the best part.
Any attack.
Die.
That.
You're not dead? At 150 as Pichu, you live a move? Okay, you don't live that. Okay, Chris does take one, only took 40%, but Pichu, if they know their combo routes, can kill at this percent. So that's dangerous. Going off stage here. Scary, but gets back on just fine.
Trying to read a lower thing. Chris not letting him do it though.
Right here, they're kind of living off of straight hits. Neither of them are really getting combo starters much.
No.
Chris is off stage with no jump. Recovers high, nice. But they're kind of living off of straight hits here. No one's really getting any combo starters. Okay, that would have probably killed, I'm not gonna lie.
That was almost a combo,
but in the straight hit department, no! In the straight hit department, Pichu generally loses that, but just calls out just a random smash attack, does get the stock. You know, it can be as random as it wants. It works, so now we have to deal with it. Falcon kicked the wrong way. Respect. Misinput, but...
Well, Chris still has chance. We still...
I would have killed.
Yes, it is a Pichu. Congrats.
I love that Pichu just explodes, because I hate Pichu. I hate this character, dude. I love that they just die to things. Nice. Okay. I think that was back air that just claimed with. A little bit of straight hit department again, but again, Captain Falcon's gonna win these. You are dead at like 70.
That is Pichu.
Yeah, here's the problem here.
Yeah.
Look at the stock count.
Yeah.
That's
1 to 3.
That's rough. Chris has lost 1 stock to each opponent, and if that trend continues, Chris loses.
Yes.
But Chris, gotta change something here. By throwing in Pichu, they've limited our options, assuming they go a character they did last round, to the Pit and the Min Min.
Yes. And
I would...
neither of those choices are good for us.
What should they go here?
Looking at this, Min Min has a lot of, like, Min Min is one of Captain Falcon's worst matchups.
I think matchup-wise, they should throw in the Min Min. Player-wise, throw in the Pit. The Min Min hasn't been doing what makes Min Min such a difficult matchup, which is just comes down to an experience. I mean, there are 86 characters in this game. It's hard to remember everything. So I think matchup-wise, Min Min for sure. Character-wise, I think actually go. You're done. Yeah.
Yep. All right.
I think this is their best decision, which, of course, isn't what we want to see because their best decision, we don't want that. But let's see what Chris can do.
Yep.
Just don't get gimped. That's about it.
Hope that Pit's moves don't work.
Which happens a lot.
So waiting for the taunt.
Oh, he doesn't even do the down taunt. He does the side taunt. We are not the same. Getting a lot of early percent racked on. This is really good here.
Ooh,
yeah. Oh, he used F tilt. He doesn't know what he's doing.
And Chris is in a bad predicament right there. But he got
does
out.
get through. Ooh, and died. Now, Chris showing his experience here, being able to work around Pit starters really well. That up smash almost hit. That up smash hitbox is preposterous. Ooh, I like that.
Some very good options here, but he is at 84%. on his only stock.
The thing is, that's not kill percent for Pit, not yet, but all of this percent is permanent, basically. He does not get another stock to reset this, so he's going to have to live at this percent until he's no longer alive.
Pit is lived incredibly long there. That Pit was just like, I don't care if I die. I just want to die late.
Yeah. At this point, when you're in this situation that the Pit is in, your first 2 stocks can basically, like, of course you're looking for the kill, but those first 2 stocks are basically just dedicated to I just want damage. My final stock can be for killing. Yeah.
Yep. So that is unfortunate, but we still are going to a game 3. Looking at this, we have some options. So the main thing that was kind of killing us there is just Alex not doing very well against the first throw-in with Ken.
Yeah, the mix-up for throwing in the Ken first definitely threw us, and then Alex just not being able to get the kill definitely made him struggle a lot, which sometimes that just happens.
Yeah. So looking at this, my thought is that we probably would need to go, because we can't expect the Ken first, I feel like, because that might be just to throw us off our game for the next match and think us to, like, oh, we'll throw in Josh, and then they don't throw Ken until the end.
Personally, I think that what we talked about last time is still the best play of throwing Josh first.
Fair enough.
I think it's a bit of a gamble, but anyone we throw in is a gamble. It's basically whether they're gonna throw in the Ken or anyone else. If we throw in Josh and they throw in the Ken, that's on paper better for us. If we throw in Josh and they throw in anyone else, Josh Shields is fine. It just means we don't have Josh for the Ken, assuming Josh doesn't make it far enough in their roster to get to the Ken anyway. And we saw how Alex and Chris can struggle against the Ken. So I still think that leading Josh here would be the safest. But it's the safest, not risk-free.
Yes, they probably can understand that. Because that's what they're looking at. Because if they assume that we're throwing in Josh, then they can just throw in everyone except the Ken. And then once Josh is done, throw in the Ken, and then the rest of the team has to get through them and whatever else.
Yeah, it's definitely an interesting situation, which doesn't come up super often except in crew battles.
Who played the
character
best against... Who played it best against, what is it?
The Ken?
Yes, besides Josh.
I think Chris played the best, but Chris's character just has a rough time. So I don't know who they. It's kind of comes down to whoever feels the most confident in the room at that time, but it's hard to say.
Yeah, but we'll see what we're going in. We already know. You guys don't. Unfortunate.
Should have been there.
You could have. Should have been here.
Yeah, so I do agree with this choice. Definitely not the worst decision they could have made. Stage pit. Yeah, I do. Okay.
It worked. The gamble worked.
Yeah, I agree with these decisions.
So
looks like our gamble did pay off. What we were talking about throwing in Josh first. They are leading the Ken like they did last time. We'll see if Josh can do a little better than he did last time. Did struggle a bit more last time than he did the first round. See how he does any different.
Still, the only percent is like 7%, but not really. Basically 0 with Ken.
Trying to feel each other out. Basically a game of the Ken trying to get in and Josh not wanting to let him. And just trying to find a way around. I have been watching too much Kazuya because I thought that Ken was about to reflect the crown, and that's just not possible.
Yes. Nice escape for Josh at that first combo. really good neutral for Josh right now.
Josh
Not-
is trying to keep him away
Yeah,
and doing a
And-
pretty good job of it.
he's not getting it.
You
And-
dead?
Nope.
Good. You are K. Rool after all. Second heaviest character in the game. Second only to Bowser.
Nice crown grab there. Getting it before. Still a rough predicament.
Nice use of the grab, the vacuum from the blunderbuss. It does go through focus, so whether he focuses it or not, it will grab him. So nice use of that.
Josh was just a little late on one of those
You're dead.
crashes. Yeah.
Yeah, that is a bit of a matchup check there of whether you know that K. Rool can actually drop through platforms when he's holding the blunderbuss vacuum. Makes it really annoying for trying to get off ledge because he can just drop through the platform. It's really annoying. Is he gonna do it here? Yep. Proving my point. Thank you, Josh. Die.
Yep.
Nice
But-
call out on the neutral get up there.
But he has also evened it out, so nobody is. Well, now somebody is in the lead. But there was nobody in the lead at the very beginning.
30% is pretty much even in this game. Pretty much every character in the game has a 30% combo. 70% is a little bit more, but all Josh really needs is just a couple openings, a couple good neutral interactions here. That was a brazen challenge. Josh, you were a madman for that. Kill him. Aww. Tried to read the panic roll, air dodge in. Didn't give it to him though. So good on the Ken for not panic air dodging there. Just not great for us.
Some very
Yikes.
nice neutral right now going through.
Dead. Nice.
Some like I said, very good neutral coming out from Josh. Not letting him get to his head, not letting the fight get to his head, not letting anything get to his head.
Yeah,
That's the best thing for him right now.
Going back to the previous game plan, you know, if it works, it works. Just keep the Ken out and away from you.
Going in, still taking a lot of damage right now.
Nice. Retreat to the platform. I like that. Ken does have options for that, but it's really hard to guess which way you're going to go, and that is going to take the stock. But
That is a stock. We're still in a good position here. Josh is in a
85%
very-
here. It's workable.
Yes. Just need to maintain a cool level head. Trying to relax. Just look for the opportunities. Take it slow. Ken has to approach him.
Careful with challenging, with just holding shield in that focus. Fully charged focus goes through shield. Only fully charged. If it's not fully charged, it just does quite a bit of shield damage, but it doesn't go through it. Fully charged focus will just straight up hit straight through shield. Nice retreat to platform again. Just keeping, literally just playing keep away and doing a good job at it too, which is really nice to see.
Both of them just trying to play the game.
Don't die here. Pretty much, I think if Josh doesn't die here, if he manages to stabilize his position, he wins.
One combo would take him to kill percent, but I don't think it would completely kill him.
I agree. I think one combo. I think he's afforded one combo.
Yes.
You get one free combo coupon. After that, you're dead. Nice. Love that.
Now that is combo. That's actually getting two combos.
It was two moves in a combo.
Fashion.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it was a true combo. There wasn't any frame gaps in there that he could have air dodged. It's not your traditional combo, but it is definitely one that you can kind of just go for.
It's a very unique combo,
Yeah.
I would say.
I mean, if you really look at it there, he threw out the blunderbuss on the platform, so it was higher up. And then he dropped down and threw crown. That's kind of one of those combos that you could just kind of throw out because it was really difficult for the Ken to watch him. Like, what is the Ken going to do? He's going to shield the crown? Cool, you reset to neutral. You're fine. Nothing happens. You hit the crown, that happens. And you explode. So,
you hit the crowd, and then you hit the ball, and then
Anyway.
you die.
you hit the projectile of the spherical variety. But that's really good for us because Josh effectively just healed like 90%. So going in with one stock lead, reminiscent of the first round. So definitely a much better position
Much
than we
better.
were in last round.
Yes. Looking at this, looking at who they could throw in, it's a interesting way. I think.
My guess is the pit.
Really? I was
Yeah.
saying anchor with the pit.
They either anchor with the pit. I guess they could throw in the Pichu. Pichu wouldn't. Pichu would be a gamble, but Pichu's always a gamble. He's a glass cannon.
Honestly, I was thinking Min Min because of who that would be, but then we'd kind of be forced to throw in Chris
I
against
think
that.
Min Min on paper is better, but again, this Min Min hasn't been doing
Yeah.
the options that make the matchup so difficult. They've been doing fine. Like, don't get me wrong, it's not like they're bad, but they're just not doing what they could be doing, which is kind of allowing us to get away with a bit more than we perhaps should have. So, Alma, if you ever watch this VOD on our side, I would recommend looking into that. Watching like probably the Buzz, probably some higher level Min Min, see what they do when their opponent is thrown off stage, see how they cover stuff. But
No longer using your color palette.
we scared them off it, boys. It's mine for the taking. I don't disagree with this choice here, obviously, as I was the one who predicted it. So, I was right.
For once.
Yeah, it doesn't happen very often, does it?
That's 1 out of 4.
Hey. Oh, he's schmoving? He's nice with it?
He's schmoving?
Yeah, but I do like the decision here. On paper, Pit does fine here. Pit is a combo character with a reflector who he tried to use it there, but did it too late, like a scrub. Nah, I'm just being mean, but combo here. I think he tried to drag down there, probably. At least I would, because I'm different.
You also do some interesting things sometimes.
Yeah.
To be honest.
My combo game is stronger than this Pit's.
Nice counter from K-Rool.
The thing is, the difference between our two Pits, he tries to play a lot more neutral. I am a lot more combo oriented, to where I just try to make each neutral interaction I win count the most. So that's mainly where our differences lie. But the thing is, with K-Rool specifically, the more neutral you play, the less you're winning. Because he has to guess right a whole lot less times than you do. So against K-Rool, generally a combo oriented, or at least like making your combos, you need to make your advantage state last as much as possible, is basically what I'm getting at. And I do that better in this pit. So Josh is going to try to abuse that.
Shocked that he isn't dead.
Yeah. Getting like all the wrong hits of Josh's hitboxes, just all the sour stuff.
Yeah,
just
we love
inconvenient. This pit keeps trying to challenge K-Rool up B like that, and dude, that just doesn't work like that. It just doesn't.
Okay, he is dead. That finally worked that time. Good job, Josh. It didn't work the last time.
Alma Pit, if you want to challenge K-Rool's up B, you have to challenge it from the side. Stop going from the top. It is like pixel perfect to challenge it from the top.
That is unfortunate. That is one of the few things using I don't remember what they're called. I'm gonna be honest.
Orbiters?
Yeah, that's what it is.
Orbitals are so good. They're Pit's DLC move. I stand by that. They're his best move. They're so good.
Using that to reflect the crown back on him was very good.
Trying to get past this Pit ledge trapping is actually kind of dangerous for K-Rool, especially here, just because Pit's kill throw is his forward throw, which is really good for ledge trapping. And despite K-Rool being so heavy, at 170, it probably kills. This does.
Yeah. But that still was one stop.
Yep.
And there's Chris.
Josh more than doing his job there. Because as we say a lot of the times, your job is to just go even.
Yeah.
And Josh doing more than that, going even and then an extra one. So
you get your extra credit for the day.
Yeah, definitely in a much better situation than we were last round. Reminiscent of the first. So I like it.
All right, looking at this, wise
I don't
choice.
hate this decision.
I don't hate this decision either. I think this is a solid decision.
I think I would have been fine with anyone they threw in, but I do think this is the better option here.
I completely agree. That was my first thought. I was like, this person.
Yeah.
It was correct.
So. Just don't get down air cheesed.
That is one of the things Alma. One of the things that's very nice against going up against going Alma is that we have a lot of pit experience.
Alex has so much pit experience. He hates it.
Normally,
We play so much.
normally you play Joker, but this time you had to play Pit, and you
Yeah.
could just be like matchup experience.
It's so funny. Chris gets mad watching Alex and I play because we play so much that we're no longer playing the character matchups. We're just playing the player. We're just playing against each other. We're not playing Dark Pit against Link. We're just playing Weston versus Alex. That's it. So he hates it because we'll just do random crap and it will work because we're playing the players.
Honestly,
It's so funny.
barely missing that bomb there. 76% though. Really.
Does
nice.
solidify back to stage here, so this is good here.
Dark
Nope.
Pit.
Nair doesn't drag down there. Gotta react to that. And you're dead. Can't hold in there. You know this. He scouted that air dodge. I will say. I could tell that he was scouting that from a mile away.
Well, I would bet you would also scout for that air dodge.
Oh, of course, I'm mashing. That's the fun part.
Alex still holding it on, even though it is even. Pit is basically one good combo.
I like that jab there. He knows that Pit is effectively lagless after the breaking of orbiters. He's not actually. It's just he has pseudo frame advantage. Basically, whenever orbiters break, it basically starts the animation of putting them down frame perfectly. You don't have that because like when when you hit someone's shield, you have that shield stun. The same thing exists on orbiters, but when you break them, that doesn't exist, and then it frame perfectly does the animation to put them down. So you pseudo get frame advantage. But Alex knowing that and just doing a fast option, doing a fast jab to cover that, I really like that. That shows experience there.
Going into still a high percentage, but Pit isn't.
Did you see that graphical error?
Yeah.
Dude, Dark Pit just had an arrow locked and loaded. He was just running around if it knocked. Actually just locked him to kill him. Yeah, you're dead.
Yep.
Almost lived though.
That is unfortunate, but Alex just has one good hit, one good combo. Pit's
Yep.
basically down.
Yeah, this ledge trap is so difficult to go around. Yep, can't do that, bud. Neutral get up doesn't work there. Found that one out the hard way.
You two have way too much experience
We
against
play
each other.
way too much.
Way too much.
Honestly, the option there was probably the drop down orbiter, just so it could windbox the bomb away and then protect you from any hitbox, solely because you're at the percent where Link doesn't have a kill throw. So if he chooses to grab you out of it, all you're taking is a bit of damage and resetting the situation. Not ideal, but it's better than getting forward smashed. So there, your best option was probably orbiters. And then if he does grab you, congrats, you're off stage again. But if you try to throw arrows, try to disrupt his ledge trapping. Try as best you can, whether it does or doesn't. If it works, you probably get off ledge, at least easier. If it doesn't, well, you're back in the same situation. At least you're not dead.
So, I guess from what you're saying, maybe the Pichu might be a good choice here.
I think here, Min, absolutely.
Of course, the one time I'm like, maybe the other character, and you're like, Min.
The thing is, Min is Link's worst matchup in the game.
Fair enough.
Like, and they've shown they have one. They might as well throw it out. And it's also good against Captain Falcon. Just
Yep, there it goes.
put the Min out. It's your best option.
And we show how I am not a part of the Smash Bros. Team.
Sometimes my brain works. When my brain is on, I get stuff right.
You go crazy.
I do stuff goodly. The thing is, my brain is rarely on.
Do you even have your brain on for classes?
No?
You're a mechanical engineer.
Yes, I have my brain on for classes, but we are not in class unless Alex is about to put on a class of how to win a losing matchup, because this matchup is really rough. However, he has actually done a lot of research of what he's supposed to do in this matchup, and while it is really bad, he learned that how he was trying to do it before is the wrong way to go about it.
I see.
So, while even if he does it right, it's still not a good matchup. Like, even if he does the matchup correctly.
A lot of damage going off ledge. Go ahead.
Just trying to make the best of it is what Alex is doing right now, basically. It's a rough matchup. He knows it, but just trying to make the best of it of what tools he has. This is going to be off stage. Off stage against Midman is dangerous. Go to platform. I like it. And calls out the jump. Not dead.
Very close though.
No jump though. Huge cheese. Love that. I know you guys couldn't hear that, but we just heard the loudest just laugh through the wall from multiple people.
But the main one being Chris.
Chris and Alex just burst out laughing through the wall.
I didn't hear Alex.
I'm pretty sure I heard two voices in there. At least it was Chris. That was...
Well, it was out that way, not that way. Alex was playing.
They're both in the room.
No, Chris is definitely out there.
I thought I heard two voices, but either way, at the very least, Chris just lost it. Oh, that was
beautiful
funny.
Cheese. Put that on your pasta.
That was like some high quality mozzarella at least.
Yeah, put it on the pasta, put it on the pizza.
Absolutely. That's like the cheese from Olive Garden. They walk up and they just crank it. Like that was high quality cheese.
Did you know that you could buy those things and get cheese from Olive Garden?
Yes.
Did you learn that recently?
No.
Because I learned that recently.
You know what you can do instead? They wait until you say when. Just don't say when. Make them go get another cheese block. Have the cheese pile like this high. Do it, coward.
You know, I just imagine the Smash Bros. Team after today just deciding, you know what, we're gonna go to Olive Garden.
That would be so funny, and we just do that.
And then all of them just like, tell me when.
A block of cheese each. The amount of cheese that we get on a dish is proportional to the amount of cheese we have in the game.
So Alex gets like the entire TV.
Alex gets a decent amount. Chris gets a little more. Josh gets an entire block. I get like that much. That'd be hilarious.
I feel like Alex would get a lot more cheese because of that just one interaction.
But as much as we are making fun of it, at the end of the
good.
day, that was a stock.
Yes.
In where he lost his immediately after. So that is 1000% beneficial.
Very nice.
He was at a much higher percent in a much worse matchup with only one stock left and cheesed one out. That's massive. As much as we're joking on it, that's huge.
And that puts Chris in the same situation as last time.
Except this time, he's the one with the stock lead.
That is correct.
And so that little bit of cheddar cheese that Alex did, it gave Chris a little bit of a buffer. It gave him one Min Edgeguard cheese coupon. He gets one free.
He gets one for free. We'll see if he uses it yet.
Let's hope he doesn't have to.
Oh, wow. Chris just being super confident here.
Hey, you know, Min excels at keeping people out, but once they're in, she struggles to get off me. Her best option there is really Nair, but Nair's pretty slow, and Chris knows that. So he's just gonna run it down. Just try to just beat their hitboxes. Just be faster, hee hee.
Chris is like, I am not getting in, and you are not getting out.
Yeah, very nice.
Almost
Chris is just running this Min down. Yep, he goes out there.
I mean, he
gotta
does have
use
the
your arms
stock
to cover
advantage.
yourself. Yeah, you got the stock advantage. Very good. Like this Min, just I feel like, as scrubby as it is to say, this Min just needs to do more. Like the Min just kind of isn't throwing out options when they can and for free. They just need to be doing more, at least in my opinion. And I'm obviously not a Min player, but in my opinion, I think they just need to be doing more. But Chris taking advantage of it. He's getting in a lot more and being able to just abuse them for it. So, you know, we take that.
Still heavy amounts of damage going in, having fun. Chris is probably like laughing, having fun to himself.
Probably not. There's an image on the screen. I doubt Chris is having fun. Yikes! Chris.
And there goes the Chris no. He is screaming.
Dang it, Chris. You didn't. Oh my.
Hey, it still worked out in the end.
Don't. Oh my god. You
This
get your
happens.
jump in called out by like a 3/4 charged up smash. You get absolutely red. Drop off Halo platform, up smash the opposite direction, immediately kills them. Ah!
We love when that happens.
Chris, just say you got hit by that up smash on purpose just so you could get that read. Just deny all blame. That was intentional.
Very intentional.
Chris did not get red. It was on purpose. Yup. Okay, well, anyway, we do have to get moving a little bit because I believe League has a game here
Yes.
soon. So, want to thank you guys for joining us on our last match of the online GLEC season. It was a good one, ending off on a win.
Yes.
So, was a bit of a closer game
So-
than we would have liked, but
Yep.
still a good round.
Stick around for some League. And we'll see you sometime in the future.
Thanks for tuning in.
See ya.